ब्रह्मा बाबा, पावन ब्रह्मा बाबा, जब से तुमसे प्रीत लगी है। हे ब्रह्मा बाबा, पावन ब्रह्मा बाबा, मन में अद्भुत शक्ति जगी है, शक्ति जगी है। हे ब्रह्मा बाबा, पावन ब्रह्मा बाबा। तुम तेजस्वी प्रतिभाशाली, करते हम सब की रखवाली। तुम दानवीर हो, दाता हो, सबके भाग्य विधाता हो, सबके भाग्य विधाता हो। हे ब्रह्मा बाबा, निश्चल ब्रह्मा बाबा, जब से तुमसे प्रीत लगी है। हे मीठे बाबा, पावन ब्रह्मा बाबा। तुम कर्मशील एकाग्र चित्त, देख के हो जाए मन पवित्र। तुम सौम्य शांति की भव्य मूर्ति, तुम करते सारी इच्छा पूर्ति, तुम करते सारी इच्छा पूर्ति। हे ब्रह्मा बाबा, निर्भय ब्रह्मा बाबा, जब से तुमसे प्रीत लगी है। हे प्यारे बाबा, पावन ब्रह्मा बाबा। राज ऋषि तुम बन के आए, योग की खुशबू भी तुम लाए। तुम सा नहीं है कोई दूजा, हम सब गाते तुम्हारी गाथा, हम सब गाते तुम्हारी गाथा। हे ब्रह्मा बाबा, तपस्वी ब्रह्मा बाबा, जब से तुमसे प्रीत लगी है।
Om Shanti. There were about 12 to 13 messages through Dadi Gulzar when Brahma Baba had become Avyakt. One of the messages was a question which was asked by the trance messenger. And the question was, Baba, everyone is asking that in your final moments, you didn't say anything. We all have heard of what happened externally, but we also want to hear what happened internally. Baba said, yes child, why not? Baba will tell you his experience. Acha, you may hear it now. So, Baba was asked that everybody knows what happened on 18th January 1969. Whatever that happened externally, everybody is aware of that. But the Sandeshi, the trance messenger, is asking Baba, Baba, tell us, we want to hear what happened internally. And Baba said, yes, why not? So the answer is, child, it was a game of just 10 to 15 minutes. There were many games in just those few minutes. I had many experiences in that time. The first experience was that there was a strong battle going on inside. Of what? The power of yoga, karma yoga, and settling of karma, karma bhoga. The settling of karma was pulling itself towards itself with full force, and the power of yoga was also in full force. I was feeling as though all the remaining karmic accounts of the body were being burnt in the fire of yoga, and I was watching everything as a detached observer, Sakshi. Just as you would watch a wrestling match in the ring. In essence, both were in full force. After some time, the force of settling karma became completely weak and all the pain completely disappeared. It felt as though eventually the power of yoga has conquered the power of settling karma. At that time, three things were taking place simultaneously. What were they? So Baba was asked, please tell us your internal stage. What happened? Externally we know what happened. But internally, what were your thoughts? Internally, what was your state of mind? And Baba was describing that two things were happening. On one side was karma yoga and another side was karma. And they both were in full force. And after some time, the power of karma bhoga disappeared. And karma yoga eventually won. But three things were happening. And these are those three things which we are going to practice the whole year. These are those three things which we are going to practice the whole year. Almost every day. Whenever we would go to sleep, as we discussed yesterday, Yoga Nidra, we will be practicing these three things. What are they? So Baba is saying at that time, three things were taking place simultaneously. What were they? First, I was talking to Baba saying, Baba, you are calling me to you. So there were three things. First, from above there was a voice that Baba is calling me. This is the body, this is the soul, and this is the last moment of Brahma. And Baba is describing, I felt three things happening simultaneously at the same time. What were they? First, Baba is calling me. Secondly, there was no remembrance of any particular child, but the remembrance of all children in the form of pure attachment, Shuddha Moha. There were no other thought apart from pure attachment. There were no thought that I had not taken leave of children, nor any other thought. So second was thought of the world. But it was so pure, as if there were no attachment in it. It was a pure attachment. Just a thought that I had not taken leave of children. It cannot be called a very strong karmic account. It cannot be called a very strong bond. But a very light thought was there. So that was the second thing. The third, which is most powerful, I was experiencing how the soul was leaving the body. What Baba was experiencing, this is the body. This is the last moment of Brahma Baba. This is the last time when he was about to become Avyakt. There was a Murli class and Baba finished it quite early. And he went to his room and he was lying there on the bed. And this is what he was experiencing. What was the third thing? I was experiencing how the soul was leaving the body. It was the unique karmatit stage, which Baba had spoken about in the Murli earlier, of how there is dead silence. In the same way, I was experiencing dead silence. And I was watching how the power of the soul was leaving every part of the body one by one. The soul was leaving the body, and from every part, the consciousness was going away. Every part was becoming calm, quiet. I was experiencing the karmatis stage, and what death is. This is my experience. So Baba is asked, what is your experience of the last stage? What you felt? Tell us. We know externally what happened, but we want to know internally. So Baba described that there were two forces, Karma Yoga and Karma Bhoga. The Karma Bhoga gradually disappeared, and I was observing everything as a detached. This practice can only be done if somebody has done this practice over a long period of time. Then only this can happen at the time of death. Otherwise, during death, no matter what else, no matter what you are thinking, but the prominent thoughts would come from the past, which you had been thinking for a very long period of time. So this is a very powerful stage which Brahma Baba had attained. And today is 18th January 2021. And we will take this as a practice to do almost every day. How many times a day? Whenever you go on the bed, whenever you have free time, this practice can be done in the stage of Yoga Nidra, in the stage of power of yoga, sleep of yoga. So what we will do exactly, now come to the procedure. You go on the bed and lie down. This is the body. 3 things. First, relax the body. Watch the breath for some time. Then rotation of the consciousness throughout the body so that each and every part of the body gets relaxed. Then come to the soul conscious stage and now enter into this visualization. Which visualization? 3 forces. First, Baba is calling me. What is the first thing? Baba is calling me. I have to go back. This is my home. This is not my home. This body is not my home. This world is not my home. I cannot stay here anymore. There is a strong force. There is a divine force. There is a divine call that has come right from the Paramdham. And I cannot stay here. Somebody is calling me so tempestually. Somebody is calling me so forcefully, so vehemently. I cannot stay in this body. I have to go. I have to leave. So practice this whilst we go to sleep in the stage of Yoga Nidra. So, he is calling me first. Second, the world. Look at the world and all my attachment, the sum total of all my attachment to this world, they are all disappearing in one go. All the attachment. Who is my mother and who is my father and who is my brother and who is my sister and who are my friends and where is the Alaukik family, the divine family? Nothing. Everything is finished. Nothing. Just a very thin thread. And that too, not of attachment, but pure love to this world. Because I do not belong to this world. My time has come and I am going now. This is the practice of death. This is the practice of death. To die every moment. One has to do some gross practice. Otherwise, how will you say that we are Marjiva? Practice it. Practicing death. This moment. Practicing death. So that is the second. And what is the third? Third visualization or third practice? Soul is leaving this body. Soul is actually leaving this body and see that every part, whatever consciousness is there, that consciousness is going away. Start from the feet. Start from the left feet, right feet. See the toe, great toe, toes. Then come to soul, come to heel, come to calves, knee, thighs, and the whole leg. As if somebody has pulled the power from this leg and the leg is dead. Then come to left. Then come to abdomen, trunk, right side. Each and every finger, start seeing the power which was there in everything is going away. Then come to the left, neck, whole face, and now body is gone. What has remained is just one luminous point of light, one radiant point of light. I am that soul. And stay in this. Keep hanging in this stage for some time. And then again come back to the body. So this is a very powerful tool and we should make it a daily practice. As we are saying every day, that experience should be experienced at the level of body. It should be practical. It should be practiced anytime when we want. It should be reproducible. We should be able to reproduce it whenever we want. It should be permanent. It should be profound. And it should lead to permutation. Arth means transformation. Our attachment to this body is at the level of subconscious mind. So the work has to be done at the level of subconscious mind. So this is a beautiful practice. So what are the steps? Just lie down on the bed. Relax the body. Watch the breath for few seconds. Then start moving the consciousness from the toe till the head. And relaxing everything. And then come to the soul conscious stage. This can be done during the time of sleep at night. This can be done in the afternoon. This can be done whenever you are free. Just go and lie down. This can be done in lying down position or reclining position, or even while you are just sitting on the chair and you are free. Just feel the three things. First, Baba is calling me. Second, the attachment to this world is disappearing, is fast disappearing. I am no more attached to this world, to anything of this world. Everything that appears to me belonging to the body is not mine. Whatever that happens to the body, that is unreal. The hunger, the thirst, everything that is happening at the surface of the body, that everything is unreal, and I am not that. I am unattached, detached, aloof, like a lotus. And the third thing, watch the soul living this body. How will you watch? See everything. From every finger, there's no power now. It is dropped, dead. And then the soul is moving out and traveling up. You can take it anywhere, to the subtle world, to the supreme abode. Stay there for some time. If you have time, you can extend that period and then come back. So this is a very powerful practice. Something we need to do every day, which should become permanent. So today is 18th January. So we start this practice from today, and this practice has to be done throughout the year, throughout the day, multiple times, and you can bring any newness you want in this practice. So I'll read out again. This is the message, 7th message of 18th January, where the question was put forth before Baba. Everyone is asking that in your final moments you didn't say anything. We all have heard of what happened externally, but we also want to know what happened internally. Baba said, yes, why not? Baba will tell you his experience. So this is the game of 10 and 15 minutes. So do this practice in 15 minutes. You can set your alarm to make it practical, because everything has to be done in the practical manner. Otherwise everything stays in the flimsy stage, in some dreamy thing or theory. Every theory should become a practice. Every theory should become an experience. Every point of knowledge should become an experience. Every point of power should become an experience. Every virtue should become an experience. Everything that we read should become an experience. If it is not becoming an experience, it is only and only contemplation. Merely the plaything of the mind, the intellectual game or gimmick. So everything should be experienced at the level of body. You should feel, yes, I have left. This is the real return. This is the real love. What he did, we try to do. He is sharing his experience for what? To let you know that this was my stage. I had different experiences. So one was the power of karma and power of yoga and karma bhog. There was a battle, and gradually you see that he was observing everything as a detached observer. So learn to observe this body as a detached observer. See what happens to the body when it is deprived of some particular thing. The upheaval that takes place at the conscious and the subconscious level. First I was talking to Baba saying, Baba, you are calling to me to you. Second, there was no remembrance of any child but the remembrance of the children in the form of pure attachment. No other thought, just pure attachment. And thirdly, I was experiencing how the soul was leaving the body. It was the unique karmati stage which Baba had spoken about in the Murli earlier, of how there is a dead silence. The experience, what? Dead silence. No matter there are voices in the environment, but you are experiencing dead silence. Absolute, total silence. This is the karmati stage, and this is the practice for karmati stage. Okay? Om Shanti.